Alrighty, doodly boodlies, Mason the Frenchie back with another chart video for y'all. So today is Tuesday, March 3rd, and I don't even want to talk about what I did for my trading today, because I was just starting to trade with impulsion, and I wasn't patient enough, and that's one thing I'm trying to get better at too. So that's where that shit got fucked up as well. I took like 5 trades today, and it was just super stupid to do. It was just not a great thing at all. And at this point, I was waiting for an opportunity that eventually presented itself, but I was just trying to rush in to just get into a trade. So I'm gonna show y'all what I did. Not really what I did, but I'm gonna show y'all what went through my head when I saw all this shit going down. And I also changed up my chart a little bit. Now we got the white on black on blues. This look like cop colors, but I think it's actually helping me read the market a little bit better just because of seeing green and red candles on the screen. Also on a black background. I mean, I can still switch back and forth between the two, but I want to give this one a try, so we're going to go for it. Alright, so coming over to the daily chart, from the past week, 2 weeks, there hasn't really been a lot of stuff going on in the market, so I was trying to take that all into consideration for today. Now today, you can obviously see that today was a very bearish day from what I can see. And I mean, it was, but that's not what I was trading today. But if we go into the hour time frame, from what I saw is that it was a very much of a sell candle, which it was in that time frame. But I think I was just thinking like further future in the head. Alright, so I got my chart all marked up and set up for the day. We are on the minute candle as well. So basically what I'm looking for is the market to go up here. This was the day's previous high. This was like throughout the whole day on Tuesday, well, when the market opened for Tuesday. And then this black candle right here was also the lowest low for the market. So this is where things got a little tricky for me. From what I saw is I did not think it was going to go past this low. Now if we go over here, you can see that it hit the same marker, I need to change this to white. Literally it hit the same marker twice. And usually when I see something like that, I'm like, bro, there's like no fucking way that this is gonna go through this gap. And you can also see a head and shoulders right here too. Not that that matters, but you could tell that it was obviously going to make a downtrend after this one just because of the head and shoulders formation about to start. But you can also see right over here, there was a super decent large fair value gap on this area that happened. So, and also right here, this 14 hour, this was where the market for me was 30 minutes before opening. So I plotted that out, but that only matters in the hour time frame. And also you can see right here too, it made the same mistake. It went down and literally it could not close through this area. Obviously the wicks went through it, but the candle, the market didn't close through that at all. And so coming over here, I remember taking a little bit of my trades. So this trade over here, opening candle right over here, this was not super strong. Now what I did was I put in a buy about right over here, like a minute right after the market opened. You can see it went down, but I just didn't think it was going to go down at all today. It went down to this fair value gap right here from this candle, but obviously it was rejected from this wick. Now, I did a stupid thing and I got out early in my profit right here. This would have full sent me all the way up here and I would have gotten my money straight for the day and gone out. But I know my ass would have just wanted to stay in the market and see where it goes. Like that's what happens sometimes is if I make a super fast trade and a quick profit, I'm just going to sit in the market and just watch what happens to see if I can get another trade in. But obviously that time I'm patient because I'm on a win. I want to keep that win. And right here, this was where things started to go wrong. This fair value gap should have been like literally I even played it out perfectly and I still didn't listen. But I literally played it out to where, let's see if this candle was about to breach through this fair value gap. It didn't. And then it had a super hard sell. And it went through all of the gaps too. Literally inversions across the screen. And the crazy thing is, I didn't think it was going to go through this part right here. So I'm like, fuck, this is horrible. This was where I just could have, I literally was so close to pressing sell, but I just didn't think, I just wanted to give it like a few more minutes. Obviously, to me, I thought this was a missed opportunity because clearly it just kept on going down. And coming back to this part over here with these two, this is what I've seen more on a US 30 trend. I don't look at other markets like that, but basically what I saw on this is after twice, there's usually always something that happens after the third time. Like right after here, this head and shoulders formation, it literally just went up, down, up, and then after the third one, it just went down. And after that, it was a sudden move. But usually with head and shoulders, this is a correct formation as to what happens with the head and shoulders. And same with this one. You can see that it went up. Like this was one part. This was one part of its head segment in my thinking right here. And then this was the second part. This was basically the third one telling me that, hey, this is gonna make a really hard sell, because you can see that it clearly went through that area, and you can see that buyers tried to go back up, but they fucked up. They literally fucked up twice. Literally, the super long weeks just don't help out these buyers at all. And so if I was smart, I could have put in a trade right over here and gone down all the way down here to got at least 240 pips. Now, super fucking unfortunate, but at this time, keep in mind, when days like this happen, usually every day I do this, but I always be checking the markets to see how it looks throughout the day, to see maybe potentially I could make a move off of my phone. But today, again, it was one of those days where I was already down enough money, so I need to have that thing in my head where it's like, I'm not going to trade anymore. I'm already on a losing day. I'll just do it again tomorrow, and I'll learn off of today. And I even saw the market move when I was working out over here. Now, by the time I saw the market, it was around this zone over here. This was a great buy. I mean, from what time it is now, it's noon now. You can see way later in the day, you could have shot for longs and you would have just done great. And this is why this is why I thought of today as a buy day. I just had to be patient. That's the only problem. Is literally this is the lowest low that the market has been right here on this minute time frame. If you look over here, literally there's just market all the way up here, all the way over here, and then you come over here and it's on its lowest low. This is where max liquidity is going to be. I just had to be patient and wait later in the day, because today could have been a fucking life-changing day. Because to me, I'm thinking the market needs to get all the way back up here. That's why I was like super confused on the area, why it was like so low. So technically, I saw good movement, but again, I was just too scared to trade from just me losing all that money today. And it's just not worth it. Well, it would have been worth it, but it would have been a risk that I didn't want to take. But it's like I also knew what was going on, because like I said, this is what happened to the market. Right here, this was its lowest low right here. You can tell from the way the market was moving, and if I just gave it time like right over here, if I saw this market climb back up right over here, I'm putting in my buy right here when I see this market start to go right back up. There was no fucking way that it was going to go lower. There was just no way. Like, I fucked up over here thinking that was going to be more of a buy, but I literally just had to be patient. That's literally what today was just me being patient. Because this hard sell, I should have known from this gap right here, and then this third part coming over right here, and the head and shoulders. It's like a bunch of things just went to this shit, and I just got fucked over. And even if I extended my fair value gaps over here, it would have, it did make the reversal, so this would have been, obviously like a perfect trade, because it just went blast right through these gaps. And if I went for longs today, and I was just trying to see where the market was going to go, I could have been in this trade for a long time. Like I said, if I was to go right over here, like where I thought I was when I was looking at the chart from the gym, if I just held for longs and just waited to see where the market was going to go, generational wealth. 700 pips right there. Dude, at least over a band easily just from this shit. So fuck, this is just one of those days that sucks, but now I know for next time what's going to happen, because also sometimes what happens with the market is it'll have those days where, like today, where I thought it was just going to go straight down as a sell right over here, which it did. And then right over here, I thought was its stopping point to go straight back up, because usually the market has days like that. Obviously today wasn't the day, because I didn't even fucking look at the fair value gaps correctly, and also just from the previous minutes, hours, and all that shit. And by the way, all this dumbass trading right here, all that shit got me down to lower than my income when I went in. So technically I'm down on the account by a few $100s. I've been in this situation before. I know I can get it back up, and I just told y'all, I've said it multiple times, it's literally just me being patient. That's all it takes. Overall, I'm 50-50 on the account. I've lost half and I've won half. And if I just look back at all this stuff happening, literally it's just me just going into it and just not being patient, being greedy, and trying to just keep on getting back to where I was. The first 3 days, I will say for sure, I tried out like a new trading way, like I traded later in the day, so that was pretty fucking stupid of me because I just started losing. But after that, I just went back to my normal thing and I've been winning. But like I said, I have days like this where I fucking bombarded. But after 3 days of losing, I just don't believe there should be another 4th day of losing. That's too much. Don't know what I'm doing anymore. Literally, that's what I was thinking in the situation. Just need to be more patient and process and stop trying to rush into the trade. Put in as a buy, like I said, but fuck, it happens just hours or 2 hours later. So definitely saw opportunity for that later in the day. I think I see an opportunity, but really it's just me rushing in. Last week I was doing a lot better for sure, and I was being patient. I just need to get better with knowing when to trade and when not to in certain areas. My fair value gap even showed me, because just straight inversions, there was no reversal happening anytime soon, to a selling opportunity for some reason, but I keep on trading opposite of the market. It just happens sometimes, and one of those days, just today, just fucking blows. I ain't gonna let these bad days get to me. I'm going to forget about it and move on. That's the best thing I can do, is just forget about it and move on. And then that's why I make these videos, is to talk about the losses and the wins, because bro, these days aren't gonna happen all the time. And I haven't recorded the past few days too, just because I feel like I just spewing it out and not giving like great overall quality. So that's why I just try to maybe mimic it down a little bit to maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, because I'm trading 5 days out of the week. So at least 2 to 3 times of overall status. I think that's a pretty good one. Sorry about the off topic. I just feel like that was need to get out there. I'm going to forget about it and move on. And I literally need to find out the strategy again. I feel like I slightly lost it. I don't know how I did, but I'm going to figure it out, because I got the homie who taught me, who put me on. So he's going to help. Going to wager maybe a little bit less, but that's also because I was just not confident enough in my shit. So we'll see about that. Market reached through the lower lows, like I said. Need to understand how the market moves after that. That's when it's a patient waiting game. You're just waiting for it to shoot straight back up, which is exactly what happened. I'll be back tomorrow for a better day. I'm down to 60 on the day, which is pretty fucking garbage. And like I said, I'm at 3,597 right now. Started at 3,800 on the account. Not the end of the world. Down $203 on the account overall, which isn't horrible. I can get that back in one fucking trade. So let's just put this back. But as long as I know what the fuck I'm doing, yeah, just by looking at this, I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3 method now. I'm gonna try to put that into my system and learn from that, because seeing a lot of that stuff happening really shows me to be patient, first of all, and it shows me that the market usually makes a move after the 3rd one. So I'm gonna give that shit a try next time. But without further ado, y'all, don't do what I did today. And hopefully it was a better day for y'all trading. I know days like this happen, so like I said, not gonna get it to the best of me, so I'm gonna do better sooner. Without further ado, doobity scoobity doobities, I'm out. Like I said, I'm gonna get better trading. We in this shit together. Hey,